Hi, today I'm bringing you an interesting conversation about materialism and happiness. And so let's talk a little bit about happiness and what that is. So, everybody defines happiness as something different, but I believe happiness is the state that we put ourselves in when we make a choice not to let our mind worry about things that are in the past or things that are in the future. And if we just live and appreciate the things that are in the moment, we tend to end up being much happier. On that note, a lot of times people are out shopping and they go to buy something and they think that that immediate process of buying something is going to bring them joy. But sometimes we have to think of the after effects of our actions in the present. And when we buy things, we actually have to take them home, take care of them, and do things that maybe are going to take up our time and maybe repair them and maintain them, which is going to require more money. Sometimes when I'm out shopping, the conversation I have with myself is it more important that I have this money that is going to provide me this freedom of choice? Or is it more important that I have these things that I'm going to then be tied down to and take care of? So I keep trying to remember that when I'm out and I'm in the opportunity mode of being able to buy something, is how important is it to have these things? So the whole idea of minimalism has really become a way of acting, because it does provide us a little bit more freedom from these things, which allows us to have more happiness. There was just an article that was floating around Facebook and said something about traveling makes us happy. Well, let's look at that, because really what traveling is all about is when we travel to another country, we connect with other people and other cultures. We start to understand them a little bit more. We learn to have empathy and compassion for people that are different than us. And we start to notice something about people everywhere, is that everyone is alike. They love, they want to be loved, they want to interact, they want to socialize. And when you travel, you realize how small this world is, because we are all the same. No matter where you go, that same trait is there. If you just give that love, you get the love back. So the interesting thing about the article is it said traveling would actually make you happier. So what actually makes you happy? Well, there was another note that came around about this man that lived to be 146 years old. Can you imagine 146 years old? I can't even imagine. But he claimed that what gave him his long life was being connected to other people and having people that loved him to take care of him. So if you could buy that kind of thing where people loved and cared about you, then maybe that would be worth spending money on. But oftentimes that is not what we get when we spend money. We have to give time and energy and love from ourselves in order to get that back. And it is sometimes a hard trait to do, because it requires a lot more of ourselves, and we have to plan and we have to be around these people and love and care about them. I try my hardest when I'm out around people to smile and show them happiness and make them feel good, because when I do that, I get more back in return than I'm giving. And I know that is what happens with me. So maybe that is another source of happiness. I know that I spend a lot of time on my physical and nutritional counseling, but your mental health is one of the greatest things you can focus on to make sure that your overall optimal health is at its best. And so I'd just like to leave you with this note today to check in with yourself. Learn about yourself. What is it that makes you happy? What is it that takes you off your game? What can you do to make sure that you are living an optimally healthy lifestyle and bringing those things that are in your life closer to you that make you happier, and making sure that those things, whether it's out spending money on things that you don't need or spending time where you're not connecting with people, whatever that is, let's, bring that back into our hearts and make those things that are making us happier and healthier closer to us. I hope you all have a good day. Happiness is a great thing to have. Go out and seek it today.